you?
Not too bad. I tried some waiting room music here. I don't know if you guys heard it. I tested the Zoom on my phone to see if it was working, and I could hear it, but I don't know the quality that comes through for you guys.
It's pretty clear.
All
It's
right,
pretty good
cool.
elevator music.
Yeah, that's Ethereal by Approaching Nirvana. It's on YouTube. I'll throw the link in the chat so you guys, if you're interested in more of this one, you can check it out on your own. But yeah, so I'm going to try to start off with some music just to, because it's nothing worse than just sitting there in dead silence, right? When everybody's just looking at each other on the screen. But I appreciate you guys having your videos on. I can actually see who's here and who I'm going to be talking to. So, but yeah. All right. So many of you have had me as a professor. I'm Professor Roberts. I am a professor of practice in the Global Supply Chain Management Department, and this is Logistics and Distribution Management. So hopefully everybody's in the right place. The only way you can get in is if you're in the right place. So anybody have any trouble so far with everything? I got to close out that window. It keeps wanting to play on me. All right. So no problem, Ryan. So we have a lot of different people here today. Some are local here in Morgantown, some are international, some are dealing with multiple hour time zone difference. So this is the time the university has picked for us. So I'm glad everybody was able to come. 22 of you guys, including me, are here. And so what I'm going to do this time around, and I believe I'm recording. Yes, I am recording. Is to kind of give you an overview of the course today. So when we finish, we're done. Even though this class is scheduled for 1 hour and 15, I don't need to be here for 1 hour and 15 if you don't want to be. So, but I will be here as long as you guys need me to be. So hopefully I see some heads nodding. Let me know if you have questions as we go along. I like the interactive. Some housekeeping things that I know probably your other professors are saying. Have your camera on. Please be decent. I had some people in pajamas before. I've had some people forget their camera was on and started changing clothes. Not a sight that everybody enjoyed. Some people enjoyed it more than others, but hey, that's our world today. And if you want to speak, just go ahead and talk. I mean, we're a small group. It's unlike B Corps 360, where there's actually 350 students this semester. So just speak up when you have a question, all right? Don't worry about raising your hand or any of that other stuff. If you want to use those reactions, you can go ahead and do that. I'll see that because I have, a grid of you guys. So any questions right now? Okay. All right, if I start to ramble, also let me know, okay? I'm known to do that. So many of you, I recognize your names and faces, but some of you I do not. So hopefully we get to know each other throughout the semester. And, Ryan, I'm glad you got through that technical difficulties that you said you put in the chat. I'm going on my lunch break right now. Megan, you're at work, I guess. So no worries about the camera, but I'd like you guys to have it on because I'd like to see who I'm talking to. But so you guys should see my PowerPoint. You guys see the welcome page? All right, got some thumbs up. Excellent. All right, so let's see here if I can. There we go. So some of you, this is going to be a repeat because you've either had me in B Corps 360 or Supply Chain 350. So I'll just kind of go through it. If you have questions, feel free to ask, like I've said. So who am I? Other than some guy who gets paid to sit here and talk in front of you, I come from Illinois. So I'm from just north of Chicago, the northwest suburbs of Chicago, about 30 minutes from Wisconsin, the state line, in a small town called Wakanda. Yes, the town is an Indian name. It's named after the tribe that used to be there many years ago. I'm not exactly sure. But we were known as a village growing up, and then I think it's now called a city. I don't know what population thresholds is, but yeah. So that's where I grew up. You know, average public school, nothing special there. But then I went to California. My first job after high school took me to California, and I'll tell you what that job is on the next slide here. Was in California for about 4 months. Great weather. They tax too much. I mean, if some of you guys have been to California, you kind of know the atmosphere. I was in San Diego, California. After that, I was in North Carolina. So I was in North Carolina from 2001 all the way through 2019. So almost, 18, 19 years. And so I lived on the coast. Let's see. I'm not sure if you guys see my mouse. Let's see here. Let me, I guess, do a highlighter. So I kind of lived in this area of North Carolina. Then I moved to this area of North Carolina. I don't know if you guys can see the yellow marks there. So I lived in a city called Jacksonville, North Carolina, and then I moved to Raleigh, which is the state capital of North Carolina. So actually, I'll use the laser pointer. And then after that, okay, there we go. Then I'm here in Morgantown. Yes, I live in Morgantown. I'm probably about 10 minutes from the college where I live. So yesterday was not fun. It took me 2 hours to get home from Walmart yesterday. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys went driving yesterday in Morgantown, but that was crazy. 2 hours to get 5 miles. But anyway, so where have I been since my slide is not set up right? So I was in the United States Marine Corps. So I'm going to be referencing the Marine Corps and how the military does things, at least when I was in. And I'm also going to talk about my time at the federal government. So I worked for the Navy, working for the Marine Corps as a civilian. It's under the Office of Personnel Management, but that's there's a lot of unique experiences working for those two areas. But then after that, I went to the Disabled American Veterans. It's a nonprofit that advocates for military injured veterans. And I was essentially the CEO for North Carolina. I controlled everything that happened in North Carolina as far as that organization, or I had my hand in it. Had some good times, had some bad times, had some rough times, had some outstanding times, but that's how the life of nonprofit goes. A lot of fundraising, a lot of spending money in certain areas. But after that, I moved on to Walmart. And this is where I really got my logistics and inventory and distribution management experience. I mean, I've been building it up over the years, but this is where I really worked in it. My big thing that I did inventory audits. I was known as the fix-it guy. When somebody's inventory was all screwed up, I was the one that they'd have come in. They'd pay for travel, hotel room, and all that kind of stuff, and I would fix it. Figure out where they went wrong and got their records back straight. Because in a corporation like that, if you write off $50,000 of inventory, they want to know where it went. And I was one of those people that tried to track it down. So we're going to talk about the syllabus next. And if you've been in my courses, you've seen this comic strip a little bit. So most of your questions will be answered in the syllabus. Please check the syllabus first, but it's not meant to be the everything document. It's supposed to outline what we're going to do and so on and so forth. But as you know, there's always things missing, right? But we're going to go over some of the key things that you probably want to know about, right? Has anybody looked at the syllabus? Okay, got a couple head shaking yes, thumbs up, excellent, cool. All right, so let's see here. Let me switch over to my other screen. We can talk about the syllabus. That one. Okay, so you guys should now, in a second or so, see the syllabus. All right, got a thumbs up. So I know a couple people got it. Actually, I've already noticed an error, so I better fix that. Okay. So as you guys know, since you're here, we have our classes from 11:30 to 12:45 p.m. Now, like I mentioned, I don't intend to take all hour and 15. There might be some days where we actually do that, but my goal is to be done within an hour. You know, no one likes to have class over their lunch, right? But if you guys want to eat lunch while you're here, that's fine. Just go ahead and send me some of it so I can eat it too, because I'm hungry. Yeah. Yeah, but make it good food. All right. Okay. Did I go frozen for a second? Because all of you guys just froze. Everything's good?
Everything's good
Okay.
now.
Now Zoom tells me everything's good. All right. My internet is not as reliable as it should be. So hopefully we'll hold out today, and I got a couple backups I can use in the future. So I'm professor. We will be using some material. Has anybody had Dr. Saldana? I don't see any.
We're still having like a little bit of connection issues. You're frozen right now.
All right. My Zoom just went out. Did I go out too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get back to sharing this. So what I was mentioning when I noticed my screen stopped was that Aldana. And I was wondering if you guys have had him as a professor yet. No?
What was that name again? You cut out when you said it.
Saldana. Saldanha. He normally teaches this course, but we swapped courses this semester because he had a project for my supply chain quality course. So, I mean, you guys find errors and things. That way I can fix them and also let him know so he can fix them on his master version of this course. So you'll see him. He will be your professor for, I think it's Supply Chain 360, I think it is. But you guys will have him. He's a good professor. He's very knowledgeable. All right, so I'm going to skip over the courses. You guys have passed B-Core 360 with a D- or better. Looking at some of your names, I recognize that you guys have passed my course. So, all right. Did it go out again? This is just wonderful. All right. I really, really don't like this. All right. Okay. So I have a recommended textbook here that actually I left mine upstairs. It's optional. You don't have to purchase it. If you want to, use the link. It will take you directly to the textbook. I think you can get it used for about $60. You might be able to find a better deal depending on the quality of the book that you want. Like if it's new, used, very good. Yeah, Bradley, you raised your hand.
So I'm taking 360 for the first time this semester. So should I drop and find another class, basically?
I would talk to your advisor.
All right, so I'll just
the-
stick around and then I'll talk to him because they said to sign up
Yeah.
for both of the courses, but apparently not.
Okay, they might have meant 350, but I mean somehow you registered. But definitely talk to your advisor, and if anybody else is in the same situation, talk to your advisor. I am not qualified to give advice about what classes to take or not.
All right,
That's
thanks.
that's a whole nother ball game there. All right, let's see here. Okay. So like I was mentioning, the textbook, it's optional, although I recommend it. Go ahead and click on that link, and you can make the decision to buy it or not. Like I said, it's about $60, depending on the quality. If you want new, used, whatever. You can also rent it. I think renting it's about $30 or something.
You said it's not required. How helpful would that be? Would you personally say that it's worth it?
I actually talked to Dr. Saldana about this. He has in eCampus, you'll see that he has lecture videos. But I can't tell you that you absolutely have to have the textbook, because to be honest with you, I was informed that I'd be teaching this course about 2 weeks ago. So I have not had enough time to prepare and fully understand the course. Even though I have a lot of experience in it, how it's taught is a whole different ballgame. So I'm learning like you in the material. I'm trying to stay a week or two ahead of you guys. But all I can really say is it's recommended. I know that didn't really answer your question, Sean, but
That's all right. I think I'll hold off for a week or two and then see how it goes.
all right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just not a problem. Just use that link, check it out, see if I think you get 30 days return using Amazon. I don't know about the college bookstore on campus or any of the other places, but you guys have to make that decision. I can't force you either way on that. We will be
Do you
doing.
know if it's like geared towards this class or if it's just like supply chain in general?
So this book is specifically for the class.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, it says supply chain management, but it's a logistics perspective is the rest of the title.
Okay.
I believe there's an ebook version, but I think that's about $130. I wouldn't recommend it. Buy a used one. That's what I did when I was in college. There's no sense in buying. Like
You can
my
just
supply.
Back one for like $23. I think that's what I'm gonna do. As long as
Yeah.
that's the same book.
Yeah, make sure that ISBN number is the same.
It's like under the link that you have. If you just click
Oh.
like, there's like several tabs, like the paperback version, but
Yeah.
the cover looks different.
Let's see here. I'm going to check that out. Okay, so paperback. Oops. I'm just quickly checking it out because I don't want Prime Student. Let's see here. So paperback. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's there brand new for $24.73. Yeah, the cover's different. So by Century Books. I don't know.
All right. If not, I'll just rent the normal one for $30.
Yeah, the $30.83 is the current rental price.
Yeah.
I mean, brand new, you can buy it for $103.
Yeah.
Or if you're international, whatever your local currency is for that. The link I did provide does not work for international. So that's the American or US version of Amazon. So, all right. So we are going to do a supply chain simulation, like a electronic beer distribution game. So it's going to cost $12 to do. A little bit into the course, we'll go ahead and I'll tell you guys how to register for it. You guys should be able to find the link in eCampus, and you can look into it yourself. There's some extra documents there. Go ahead and read them. But there'll be 2 days where I need you guys to come to class for that. One day is going to be kind of like a simulation, and the next day you guys will do in groups. So we will have groups of 4. for this class. So you guys are going to have to organize yourselves in the groups of 4. If you can't do that or you don't do that, I will put you in a group. Okay? So I'll let you guys figure it out. Sound good? No one's nodding. Give me a thumbs up. Nothing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Computer hardware. Chromebooks do not work with Lockdown Browser currently. There is a beta version out there, but I don't want you guys to try that and then have it not work. So try to use a Windows or Mac-based computer or have regular access to one for your coursework. You will need a webcam for Zoom meetings. There's only 3 names that I don't see faces for, so webcam shouldn't be an issue for you guys. I recommend a calculator, an actual calculator, not your phone's calculator feature. And if you guys have a scientific calculator, that'd be even better. That way you guys can do some of these math functions without any difficulty. All right.
On tests, are we able to use the scientific calculator? Because I remember in the 360 course that we weren't allowed to use them.
I didn't want you to use the really, let's see here. If you guys, a graphing calculator, I wouldn't go that far with because you guys could program them and stuff like that. But I will enable the option where if you go up at the top bar, you can click on the calculator and it'll pop one up on the screen. If you don't have one or forget, that way you guys aren't at any disadvantage. So.
Roberts, there was someone that messaged in a group conversation that we had, and I had the same problem. The Zooms, obviously they're secure, but I had trouble getting in, and this person said that they entered the password wrong too many times, so it wasn't letting them in the meeting. They're like so secure, it's like hard to get into.
If you log into eCampus and click on the Zoom link, which I'll show you, which will be on the left, that will get you in. As long as you're logged in through, you did the Duo and you got into eCampus, you'll have no problem getting into Zoom for these.
Okay.
Yeah, that happened to me too. You just have to be logged in under your Mix account.
Yeah, so these classes are restricted to your Mix user account. Yeah, so if you guys, let's say, downloaded the Zoom app or Zoom application for your computer, you're going to have to use that SSO login, the secure sign-on login. And then we'll ask, a box will pop up if you put WVU, and it will have like zoom.us as the last part of it. That should take you to WVU's Duo login screen. At least that's my understanding and how it's happened to me. All right. Let me breaking out that chat box so I can see what you guys are typing. Okay. Office 365, Chrome. Recommend Chrome if you guys use Safari or whatnot. I can't guarantee functionality. But if you have any problems with the technology side, definitely call ITS, the university's tech support, and they will help you. Because of how everybody's computer's set up, I just don't have the technical ability to give everybody advice on their computers. And if it's a Mac, I don't know Macs. I recommend antivirus software. It's just a good thing to have. If you have Windows, there's Windows Defender. It's okay, but the university has free antivirus software for you guys if you want it. And you'll need a broadband internet connection, which appears most of you guys do. And mine is not as great, but it will be fixed the next time we meet. So yeah. Learning outcomes. You guys go ahead and read these on your own, and then I'll keep moving, but go back and read them. The link to the syllabus is under the Start Here, and it says Start Here course syllabus tab in eCampus, which we'll go to next. So we're going to be doing our lectures through Zoom. And all the homework assignments will be in eCampus. Actually, I believe right now you can see all the homework assignments. The due dates, there's a limitation on when you can turn them in, so a certain window, but you should be able to see them out there. If not, let me know, I'll fix it. I recommend the readings. So this is where that book is recommended, because the readings will help you. And we also have Dr. Saldana's video lectures. And he also uploaded some slides. I need to check the slides to see if they're what we're covering. But feel free to use every resource that's available to you, because logistics and distribution is a major part of supply chain. Austin, did you have something?
No, I
Okay.
I thought I had something that met the line.
No, I just kind of saw your hand do like one of these. So, all right. Okay. Office hours. So I don't have any regular set office hours. Just send me an email. We'll set up a time and we'll chat. We'll cover, whatever you wanted to talk about. If scheduling doesn't work out, we'll just set another time. Or you can just send me an email with your question. I generally respond to emails between 10 and 7 p.m. If it's outside those hours, don't expect a response. And if there's an assignment due and you're emailing me 30 minutes before the assignment is due, you are likely not going to get a response, because I answer emails is from the oldest email I have to the newest. And I am also teaching B Core 360, which I got a couple thousand emails last semester during. So email is the best way to get a hold of me. I'll give you guys my office phone number, and if you leave a message, I get the transcript of it. So if you guys want it, does anybody want it? Okay, all right, got a couple. So it's area code 304 293 7664. So that's 304 293 7664. So I may answer, I may not. I also have it ring to my computer at the house, so you might get me, but definitely leave a message. All right. Okay. I try to respond to emails within 2 days. That's my goal. It usually happens. Sometimes it doesn't. But if I don't respond in 2 days, send me another email. And just don't expect an immediate response. All right. So we'll be using Zoom lectures. The workload, the standard is for every credit hour, you're supposed to work 3 hours outside of class. Now, this really comes down to you guys. Some of you guys may take longer to do things and shorter on other things. So it's an average. So 9 hours is technically what I can expect you guys to be working outside the class. Although I hope it's much less than 9 hours. I don't want to dominate your time, but I want you guys to learn the material. All right, so we're going to have 4 homework assignments. Just 4. And you can do these in groups. So what does that mean to some of you? Means you should get all the points, right? Should end up with out of this course with an A. I want to give you an A, but you have to give me the opportunity to give you an A, right? Okay. All right, so the homework is due by 5 p.m. on the due dates. Now, some of you might be like, well, why isn't it 11:59? Well, we're trying. My goal is to kind of set you guys up for success, because 5 o'clock is usually the end of the workday. And by doing that, you guys have a free evening, right? So 5 p.m. is the due date for homework. All right. Course exams, we're going to do 3 3 course exams. And they're weighted pretty heavy. So they're closed book, but they're open notes. But you get 1 sheet of paper double-sided. And it's a letter-sized sheet of paper, not a legal-sized sheet of paper or tabloid or any of the other sizes. So it's an 8.5 by 11. So if you keep up with the lectures, watch the videos, if I bring in any guest lectures or do the reading, you guys shouldn't have any problems with these exams. Now, since I mentioned exams, I will go ahead and tell you there is no final exam for this course. Okay, I see a couple big smiles. So, but that means these exams are important, right? All right. So I have this policy here that late work, I mean, I loosened it up. Usually my late work is a 0 if you miss the deadline. Some of you have experienced that. But this time I've made it where late work is, if it's late, according to the eCampus system, it's a 15% penalty right off the bat up until 11:59 that same day of the due date. After 11:59 of the due date, it's a 0. I do this because I don't want to be grading your work, a week afterwards and then have to figure out how much the late penalty should be. And any missed course exams will be a 0. I know that's harsh, but it's important. We will not be having a class on exam days. Module exams or these course exams will be open from midnight until 10 p.m. I'm hoping you guys can find some time window in those 22 hours to complete the exam. You think you guys can do that? All right, lots of thumbs up. Okay. Let's see here. Grading. As you can see, there's only 2 categories for grading. Homework is worth 24% of your grade. So essentially 6% per homework assignment. Your course exams are worth 76%. So each course exam is worth about 25%. 25 1/3. Any questions there? Like I said, I want to give you an A. So the homework is you can do in a group of 4. You have to let me know who these 4 are so I can make some modifications in eCampus. But so you guys should already feel confident getting the full 24%, right? It's the exams that are going to decide where you end up on my grading scale here. I don't have plus and minus grades because the university doesn't give you any bonus for a plus and doesn't take away anything from your GPA for a minus. So as you can see, to pass this course, you need a 65% or better. And I'm confident all of you guys can do it. Are you guys confident in yourself? So think about that, 65. So you just need to get 41% of those course grades, right? Or course exams, right? Pretty straightforward. So I don't want to fail anybody. You guys are in the supply chain major, B Corps, and some students blow that course off. So I don't really feel too bad when their grade gives them an F. But you guys that want to succeed, well, I want all my students to succeed, but I want you guys to succeed even better, even more. If that makes sense to you guys. Incorrect grades. If I have if I graded your homework assignment incorrectly, let me know. If I did, I will fix it. Or I will tell you why it's incorrect. If you want to know more, like feedback wise, send me an email. I can give you more detailed feedback. I'll try to give you detailed feedback, but sometimes I might miss something. So just send me an email and ask. All right, extra credit. So you can earn up to 5% extra credit. Does that bring that, let's see. So you just need to get what, a 36 out of all those course exams to pass this course now if you get all the extra credit? Seems very doable, right? So we're going to do logistics outside the classroom. So basically you're going to find an article or like a journal article or a white paper or something about logistics, and you're going to do a write-up about it. And there'll be 5 of these throughout the course. It's already on the schedule. So you'll see like LOC1, that's when those are due. And each write-up is worth 1 point. It needs to be more than 1 page, but try not to go over 2 pages. All right. And when you submit, provide the link to the article because I want to read it too. I have some tips here. There is a template that you guys can use that's in the Logistics Outside the Classroom tab on eCampus. Go ahead and use that. I prefer APA version 7 as the reference style. That's kind of where business is going. MLA is more of the arts. So if you guys want to move on to graduate school and maybe go for a doctorate degree, APA is the way to go on the citation style. But it also comes down to schools. Some schools like the Harvard citation style, which I don't really like, but doesn't really matter. Your logistics outside the classroom is due by 5 p.m. And that's a hard deadline. 5:01 is a 0 on this. Okay. We all understand that? At least 26 of you guys understand this? All right. It's extra credit. So put the effort into it. I think I give you guys like 2 weeks each time to do this. So don't wait till the last minute. Honors contracts. If any of you guys are in the honors contract or honors college, let me know. We can do an honors contract and get you get this course recognized as an honors course for you. Course policies. This is all the extra stuff. University policy. This is a new one for this semester. Mental health. So this was actually helped formed by the Student Government Association and the Caruth Center. If you guys feel you guys need any mental health support, regardless of the level of support, feel free to give that number a call. Let's see, 304-293-4431. Or you can text the letters WVU to 741-741. And you'll be texting a trained crisis counselor. So if you need that, use it. Free of charge. If you go to the Caruth Center, they'll help you out right away. But I think a longer term type assistance, there might be some minimal charges. But that's like the long term, like you're going to counseling every week for other things. But they will help you if you have an immediate crisis, whatnot, death in the family, your dog ran away, your cat threw up a hairball, whatever the case may be, feel free to give them a call. Okay. All right. So our schedule. So today is the course intro. So we're going over the syllabus. So I have here, T for Tuesday, R is what the university uses for Thursday, and the date. All right, okay. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with my computer. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Austin. This is going to be fixed next time. And Ryan, thanks for the note. So not sure where I cut off, but I'll just go over it again. So on the 21st, we'll be talking about what is logistics. And if you have the book, It's chapter 2, pages 34 through 45. So this is where that I recommend having the book. How about I strongly recommend having the book? We'll put it that way. And you can see every day what we're going to be covering. So there's no surprises. You're not going to come in and then find out, oh, well, we skipped something or whatnot. This also helps me keep on track with what I need to teach you guys. So on this register here, so on the 26th, we're going to be registering for the supply chain game, which we're going to do in February. Now, I know you guys are students, so that's why there's a month between registering for that game and spending the $12 and the game actually starting. So if you need a pay period in between there, or the next month to get a paycheck, whatever the case may be, you have time. So this is a required event. I need you guys to come to class for this. All right. So February 16th will be the first exam review. And then the 18th will be the exam. There's no class on the 18th. I'm letting you guys focus on the exam. Exam 1, I'll have the review. I'll prepare some review material, but I want you guys to come with questions on things that you may not understand or need a little additional information on. So other than that, I mean, you guys can see everything here. The semester ends on April 30th. So, and there's no final for this class. So as soon as the 29th happens, you guys are free. I would like you guys to come to the 29th, the April 29th, even though there's no exam after the 3rd, the exam 3. Will you guys promise you'll be coming to those classes? All right, cool. Yeah, because that simple locational analysis, the center of gravity is, if you guys remember that. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, so this Zoom is recorded, so hopefully I've gone back every time you guys tell me it happened again, that it's still recorded. But I look forward to seeing you guys that last week of the semester. Don't bail out on me, all right? So let's see, let me switch to, where do I have eCampus? Let me find where I put my eCampus. Because now we'll just kind of go over the navigation in the course. I'll just do it here. Are you guys seeing me go to eCampus or no? No, I guess it's, oh, it should be sharing it. All right.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay, it just probably took a second. All right. Well, all right, here we go. So if you click on the start here, course syllabus, you'll see the syllabus that I was just going over. And, you know, eCampus tutorial, this is a lot of stuff the college made me put in here. So feel free to check it out if you want. If not, my feelings will not be hurt. But if we go to course content, so actually let me switch this over to your view. Okay. So we have a folder here for Zoom videos. So I will be putting the links to our Zoom videos right here with the passwords so you guys can check them out afterwards. Or if you have to miss a day, well, you can check it out here. While I would prefer you be in class, I understand you have a doctor's appointment or whatnot. Okay. Lecture videos. So these are the videos that Dr. Saldana has made. So chapter 2, we can go through all of these and just check them out. Dr. Saldana is a good professor. He's very knowledgeable, like I've said. Let's see here. So the lecture PowerPoint slides. So one thing about these slides, though, is it's not going to have all the information that may be discussed in class. So you'll have to take some notes. Use the notes and these slides and the videos to help develop maybe your cheat sheet for your the exams. You get one piece of paper double-sided. All right. Class video or supply chain game. This is at $12. You'll have to buy access to this game. There's some material in there that you can check out. Class videos, and then warehouse operation videos. These are some supplemental videos that I might point you to check out to reinforce some of the material we're covering. Any questions so far? No. I like your background, Isaiah. I like that light strip you got. All
Thanks.
right. You're welcome. I noticed you had a dark background earlier, but the light helps because now I can see you instead of just a silhouette. All right. Homework. As you can see, there's 4 homeworks. And we're using Turnitin. This little symbol is the Turnitin symbol. But if you click, there's a scenario here. Read it. There's some case questions. And one thing that Dr. Saldana had, which I still enabled for you guys, is in here, besides this little extra credit thing, in here, there'll be a solutions video that will pop up. So you guys get to see the actual correct answer. So that will be helpful because you'll be able to understand maybe an error that you made or that you were perfectly correct. Okay, and I'm going to be using that material to grade. So catch me if I mark something incorrectly. All right.
Real quick for the homework, is that all? Is it just respond to those questions and analyze?
Well, so when you're in there, check it out. Let's see here. Let's see. The third page looks like there's two case questions. There's sets of case questions. So some of them might be more involved than what it looks like. Now, calculate a forecast using a simple 3-month moving average.
Right. And is there like a particular length of response you're looking for, or is it just answer the question and that's it?
Use whatever length you feel is necessary to adequately answer the question. I know that didn't really give you a direct answer, but
we love that. We love that.
No, that's perfect. We don't need to fluff it up.
Yeah. The more you write, the more I can mark wrong. We'll put it that way. Because you might go off track. And believe me, I've seen people, they had the right answer, but then, oh my God, they went so far off track. But yeah. So I'm going to be doing these homeworks too. So that way, if you guys do have questions or office hours, I can explain them to you. So I'm learning these at the same time. Well, probably sooner than you guys will learn. All right. Logistics outside the classroom. There's a template right here. It's a Word file. So go ahead and download it. Use it as your template to submit through the logistics in the classroom, outside the classroom. Now with this one, remember I said there was 5 logistics outside the classrooms, right? So if you go into the assignment, which, all right, I'm gonna have to take this out of student view. All right, you guys are gonna see behind the veil here. All right, okay. So when you go in, it will show you LOC number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you guys are submitting, submit to the correct one. It should only display one of them to you, or the current one and maybe the past ones. Sorry, you guys might hear my son crying. My microphone is sensitive sometimes. But make sure you submit them by the due date. So the first one's going to be due February 4th. And remember, these are extra credit. If you choose not to do them, I will not be heartbroken. but try to go ahead and do them. The worst case, I might give you 0.5%, right? You guys have a plan to do these? These are not group work. These are individual work. Okay. My son is 9 months old today, so he might make an appearance in some of our lectures. But yeah, he's already walking on the furniture. He's not walking separately yet, though. He's getting there. He's taking a step or two, then falling down. All right. So I would like you guys to, so I can understand you guys and your backgrounds, I'd like you guys to introduce yourself. So if you guys can complete this, I believe I have it set for Friday. Just use these questions as a guide to your response. And then you might be able to use the introduce yourself to help figure out who you want in your group. But Sean mentioned in the chat that he set up a group me. Yeah, a group me for the class. Use that too.
You guys, please join it. The more people we have in there, the better.
I will not join it, so that way you guys can have your thing separately. But yeah, use all the technology you guys have at your disposal. So introduce yourself. That way I can get to know you guys, because unfortunately it seems kind of like this conversation's one-sided, pretty heavy one-sided. All right, so just to kind of, what time is it? All right, almost at an hour. So grade book, click on my grades, you'll see the grade book, the calendar. If you want to know what assignments are due for all your classes, just go ahead and click on calendar. You might have to activate certain classes to show up in your calendar. Course announcements, if I usually send it by email rather than a course announcement, or if I, thanks, Austin. You said it happened again, or did that happen? Oh wait, no, that was 10 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Okay, so I usually send emails out rather than the course announcement because you guys would see it. I know sometimes the course announcements come out and say, there's a course announcement, click to check it out or something. And some of you guys might not do that. But if it shows up and it's an email, you guys would look at it. Campus resources and accessibility and privacy statements. This accessibility and privacy statements are usually for websites that we use, such as eCampuses, accessibility policy, and privacy policies. If you're interested, feel free to read those. It's a requirement that we have those posted. Yeah. So any questions? So I went through like a little bit about myself. We talked about the syllabus, and then I kind of did a quick overview of eCampus. You guys, go ahead, Austin.
I have a question about the homework. You said those can be worked as a group. Do you want us to hand them in as a group, or hand them in like each separate person turns it in?
So once you guys let me know who's in your group, I will form that group in eCampus. So only one person needs to submit. And it will count for everybody in your group. It makes it easier grading for me because I only have to grade one, and it goes for all four of you guys. I will say this with groups: if one person does not participate with that assignment, don't put their name on it. If they don't put it on there, or if their name's not on it, I won't give them any points. So, any questions on that? No? All right. Any other questions? I mean, I have the time of 12:24, which is about an hour so far.
You're teaching B Core 360 class at 5:30.
Correct.
I'll see you at 5:30.
All right. So Camden, it seems like you're in a similar situation as another student.
Yeah, the way
Bradley.
the advisor like gave it to me was that it was going to be a big course load, like it was going to be a lot of work, but I feel like I'm a diligent student and I can do it.
Yeah, so I made some big changes to B-Core 360 based on feedback I received and how much work I had to do for B-Core 360. So those of you who took B-Core 360, I'm sorry, that was a lot. And that was even more on me because you might have had to do one written assignment, but I had 300 plus to grade. So it's kind of, that was a lot of stress last semester. Yeah. It was a great idea on paper, but you know how plans usually work out. They're great until they make contact with the enemy. And then all the plans just kind of go everywhere. But yeah, but Camden, Brady, you know, if the advisors say you're good in the class, I'm not going to kick you out.
Yeah, I think there's more than just two of us. There should be a handful of us, but
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Camden is.
I'm also in the same situation.
Okay.
yeah, I am too.
All right. Because I usually teach supply chain 350, which is the sourcing and purchasing management. So I usually have a lot of, well, almost all the students are overlap. But when I saw this class had the prerequisite of a D- in B-Core 360, I didn't expect anybody from B-Core 360. However, like I said, I'm not kicking anybody out. I'm not going to go talking to the advisors about it. So you guys are registered. I'm good with it. So, let's see. Anybody have any questions? So, let's see here. Brady, if you want to tell him in the background there that I'll take lunch too.
I actually just made a taco. I was going to offer you some.
Yeah, well, my lunch is waiting upstairs, but I appreciate it, Brady. Maybe next time.
Yeah, chicken and rice is what he's making. Yeah, maybe at 5:30.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's my Tuesdays and Thursdays. My lunch is interrupted and my dinner's interrupted. Yeah, I like the cat, Uzi. Nice cat. All right, if you guys have nothing more, I'm done. But I'll stick around for a few minutes in case some of you guys want to chat. All right. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming.
See you at 5:30.
Take it easy.
Enjoy your day, or see you at 5:30.
Yep. See you later.
Thank you.